amphibians, birds, mammals. Birds do that but to a level, but mammals do it well. You find rabbit, you find goats, you find sheep, even man. So parental care is mostly exhibited in mammalia. The next question: which of the following is most advanced in the evolutionary trend of animals? A. Liver fluke, B. earthworm, C. snail, D. cockroach. Which one is most advanced? The answer is D. Cockroach. Cockroach is an insect and is more advanced than snail, earthworm, and liver fluke. The next one: which of the following is the lowest category of classification? We have A. class, B. species, C. family, D. genus. I mentioned it the other time. We have kingdom, phylum, class, other family, genus, species. Kingdom being the highest, species being the lowest. So in this question now, they say which one is the lowest? Kingdom, phylum, class, family, genus, species. So looking at it, we have A. class, B. species, C. family, D. genus. Genus is just before species. So it's a group of species that are called genera. So the answer here is species. Species is the lowest, while kingdom is the highest. Option B. Then the next question: plants that show secondary growth are usually found among the option A. Talophytes, B. Pteridophytes, C. Monocots, Monocotyledon, D. Dicotyledon. Plants that exhibit secondary growth, that is, they can grow year in, year out, by the reason of the presence of cambium in them. Cambium is what is responsible for secondary growth, and those group of plants are called dicotyledons. Option D. The next question: the fungi are a distinct group of eukaryotes mainly because they have A. spores, B. no chlorophyll, C. many fruiting bodies, D. sexual and asexual reproduction. The answer is A. spores. We move on to the next question. An arthropod that is destructive at the early stage of its life cycle is what? Butterfly, B. mosquito, C. bee, D. millipede. The answer is butterfly. A. And the young stage, the early stage of butterfly that is destructive is the caterpillar that eats our plants. So butterfly is destructive at its early stage, even though when it is at the adult stage it's no more destructive. But when it is caterpillar, it can destroy a whole farm. The answer is A. butterfly. Then the next question: an animal body that can be cut along the axis in any plane to give two identical parts is said to be what? A. radially symmetrical, B. bilaterally symmetrical, C. asymmetrical, D. symmetrical. This question is saying if you cut an animal along any part of his body, along any axis, you will have two equal parts. And what is that called? It is called radially symmetrical. That is, any angle that you cut it will be half. It will be equal. And that is A. radially symmetrical. The next one: which of the following possesses mammary gland? A. dogfish, B. whale, C. shark, D. catfish. Even though all of them live in water, but whale is the answer. Whale has mammary gland, and that is why we classify it as a mammal. It's a mammal because it has mammary gland. The next question: the features that links birds to reptiles in evolution is the possession of what? A. feathers, B. beak, C. skeleton, D. scales. What links birds and reptiles is scales. Scales links birds and reptiles. Reptiles still have the scales all over their body, but birds now, they have it on their legs mostly, so it is scales. The next question is talking about this diagram of an earthworm, and it is labeled 1, 2, 3. Number 1 being the anus, number 2 being the clitorium, and number 3 being the spermatical pore. So they are now asking us the structure labeled 2 is what? I've already told you that that is the clitorium. That's the transparent part of the earthworm. The next question. The organism is found in soils rich in what? A. Clay, B. Sand, C. Mud, D. Humus. The answer is sand. B. Which of the following describes a characteristics of arthropods? A. The body is not divided into a number of segments. B. The body is covered by chitin. C. The organism finds its way to grow freely. D. The organism has a pair of jointed appendages. Chitin is one characteristic that is very, very important and obvious in arthropods. So the answer is B. The body is covered with chitin. Then the next one. Which of the following distinguishes a butterfly from a moth? A. They have similar antennae. Are looking for their difference, so that cannot be a difference. Similar antennae. B. The abdomen of moth is flatter than that of butterfly. C. The wings of butterfly rest horizontally, but those of moth rest vertically. D. Both are active during the day. They are asking for something that differentiates the two. So option A and D is obviously out because those ones are talking about the similarities. We are left with option B and C. The abdomen of moth is flatter than that of a butterfly. That is the answer, option B. The next question. Viruses differ from all forms of life because they A. Have a thick cell wall. B. Feed on waste products of other organisms. C. Cause infectious diseases. D. Require other living cells to multiply. Of course, even bacteria cause infectious diseases. But one thing that differentiates virus is that they cannot live outside living cells. They need a living cell to multiply. So the answer is option D. They require other living cells to multiply. The next question. The nidoblast cells found in Hydra are used for what? A. Reproduction. B. Offense and defense. C. Locomotion and nutrition. D. Food collection. The nidoblasts are used for reproduction. The next question. Annelids differ from nematodes in that they do what? A. They exhibit bilateral symmetry. B. They are triploblastic. C. They are metamerically segmented. D. They possess complete digestive system. Annelids differ from nematodes in that annelids are metamerically segmented. Option C. Then, which of the following perform similar functions? Ascopus and ascocarp, Anterozoid and rhizoid, Sorus and indusium, Strobili and inflorescence. Which of the following perform similar function? That's the Sorus and indusium. The next question. The group of insects that undergoes complete metamorphosis is what? A. Houseflies, beetles, and cockroaches. B. Cockroaches, grasshoppers, and bees. C. Houseflies, beetles, and butterflies. D. Aphids, grasshoppers, and butterflies. What do you mean by complete metamorphosis? That is, they go from egg to larvae, larvae to pupa, pupa to adults. They have to undergo those four stages. Some goes through egg to nymph to adults, or skips one or two. So the ones that undergo complete metamorphosis, that is, they go from egg to larvae, larvae to pupa, pupa to adult, are the housefly, beetle, and butterfly. That's option C. The next question. The habitat of the Cysticerus of Taenia solium is what? A. The alimentary canal of cattle. B. The muscles of pig. C. Alimentary canal of pig. D. The muscles of cattle. That is, where do the Cysticerus of Taenia solium live? The answer is D. Is in the muzzle of cattle. The next question. The organism that has a hydrostatic skeleton is what? A. Tilapia. B. Hydra. C. Mosquito larvae. D. Earthworm. The question is asking which one has hydrostatic skeleton. It doesn't have the rigid bony skeleton, but the skeleton that is in form of water. And the answer is D, F1. The next question. The possession of scales, laying of eggs with shells, bony structure of egg are characteristics shared by what? A. Birds and reptiles. B. Fishes and birds. C. Reptiles and fishes. D. Birds and mollusks. The answer is A. Birds and reptiles. They have scales. They lay eggs with shell. They have bony structure of their head. Then the next question. The group of arthropods that has no antenna is what? Group of arthropods that have no antenna. A. Crustacea. B. Chilopoda. C. Arachnida. D. Diplopoda. The group of arthropods that has no antenna is the Arachnida, option C. The next question. The division of the body into two equal halves along a longitudinal plane is called A. Bilateral symmetry, transverse symmetry, radial symmetry, longitudinal section. You know, the other time I was explaining the one that you can cut along any plane, that you have two equal parts, that's radial symmetry. But now, the ones that you cut only at the longitudinal plane and it will be in two equal halves, that one is called bilateral symmetry. But the one you can cut from any plane is called radial symmetry. Then the next question. In which of the following organisms does each cell combine the function of nutrition, reproduction, and growth? A. Rhizocus. B. Dryopteris. C. Brachymenius. D. Spirogyra. Spirogyra is one that combines, the cell combines the function of nutrition, reproduction, and growth. The next question. The key events in the transition of the amphibians from water to land is the what? Replacement of the gills with lungs, possession of webbed limbs, development of hind limbs, D. Possession of tympanic membrane. They cast your mind back to when we talk about respiration in amphibians, toad, and the likes. Remember that we mentioned the different types of respiration that they undergo, buccal respiration and the like. So the answer here is replacement of their lungs. They use lungs in water, while they use gills in water, beg your pardon, and they use lungs on the land. So the answer is A, replacement of gills with lungs. The next question. The chitin in the exoskeleton of many arthropods is strengthened by what? A. Calcium compounds. B. Organic salts. C. Lipids. D. Protein. Protein is the one that strengthens the chitin in exoskeleton of many arthropods. Our answer is D, option D. Then, which of the following features are all associated with monocots? A. Fibrous root system, branch network of vein and one seedling. B. Fibrous root system, two seedlings and floral path in trees. C. One seedling, petals in trees or groups of trees and parallel venation. D. One seedling, net vein leaves and petals in trees or multiples of trees. This question is asking us about the characteristics of monocots. And first thing about monocots is that they are one dead leaf. Then they have parallel leaf venation. Their petals are in groups of trees or they are in trees or groups of trees. So that gives us the answer C. One seed leaf, petals in trees or group of trees and parallel venation. They don't have net venation. Then the next question. The set of fins that controls steering, balancing, and change of direction and pitch in fish is what? The set of fins that control steering, balancing, and changing direction and pitch in fish is what? A. Dorsal and anal. B. Pectoral and pelvic. C. Caudal and dorsal. D. Anal and pelvic. The answer is pectoral and pelvic. It's the pectoral and pelvic fins that controls the steering, balancing, and changing direction in fish. The next question. Coelom is absent in the class of animal termed, that is, which animal are acoelom, that is, they don't have coelom? A. Mollusca, B. Reptilia, C. Arthropoda, D. Coelenterata. Reptiles don't have coelom. So answer is B. Reptilia. The next question. A characteristic of vertebrates that is unique to mammal is what? A characteristic of vertebrate that is unique to mammal is what? A. Presence of pentadactyl limbs. B. Parental care. C. The possession of scrotum. D. Pulmonary circulation. Looking at these four options, mammals possess all. They have pentadactyl limbs, that is, their limbs 5 they have even in the leg, but other groups too do have that. Parental care, even birds exhibit parental care, even though mammals exhibit parental care mostly. Then possession of scrotum, then pulmonary circulation. But pulmonary circulation is the one that is unique to mammals. Pulmonary circulation, that is D. Then the last question I will be considering under the evolution among the following is the order in which organic evolution has progressed in plants is A. Talophyta, Chetophyta, Bryophyta, Pteridophyta, and Spermatophyta. B. Schizophyta, Talophyta, Bryophyta, Pteridophyta, and Spermatophyta. C. Pteridophyta, Spermatophyta, Talophyta, Schizophyta, and Bryophyta. D. Bryophyta, Pteridophyta, Spermatophyta, Talophyta, and Schizophyta. The answer is B. Schizophyta, Talophyta, Bryophyta, Pteridophyta. Then the last is Spermatophyta. And Spermatophyta are divided into angiosperms and gymnosperms. So gymnosperm is even more advanced in that. So that is the order in which the evolution is progressed.